Level 15, the Princesses and the Egg. Gili Aliapo is looking for someone to help make a dream come true. Welcome, my friend. I take it the hatching tide decorations have caught your eye. Oh, Zilly, is that really you? I had hoped I might see you again, but I did not dare assume. Nonetheless, it warms my heart that you are eager to revel in hatching tide once more. This year it was again a dream that sparked my imagination, a dream of a Gubu, massive and marvelous, standing upon the stage where else but in Ul'dah, so many malms away. Wreathed in radiant flowers of pink, and darling Gubu held in her hands an egg decorated most lavishly. And there is but one time of year when the sandy brown of that city is accented by peach blossoms in full bloom. Yes, I speak of Little Ladies' Day. The message of Mistress Aliapo's dream was clear. Combine the spirit of hatching tide and Little Ladies' Day to create the most exciting day that jewel of a city has seen. Naturally, we sought out those in charge of the event and brought our proposal before them. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Mistress Zulu. I have the honor of acting as this year's Royal Seneschal, and it's my duty to bring smiles and cheers to all ladies of the realm. What is Little Ladies' Day, you ask? Why, is a day when the maidens of Eorzea are doted upon as princesses by their very own loyal Seneschal. Mistress Aliapo's proposal was quite unprecedented, and so confident was she in her vision that she had already secured the services of a performer and his Gubu companion before meeting with us. I regret to say not all in Ul'dah share in her conviction. Many doubt the safety of such an act, which has brought our plans for Little Ladies' Day to a standstill. Trepidation is not without cause, mind you. Some 15 years ago, a supposedly tame Gubu ran amok in the city streets, causing untold harm. When the Seneschal informed us of these circumstances, I got to thinking we could hold a Hatching Tide event here in Gridania with a Gubu as the main attraction. Not only would this lift the spirits of Gridania's people, but it would prove those in Ul'dah that the Gubu poses no danger. Surely that would put any doubts to rest. Okay, so if you're unfamiliar, there was like an event, like the Gubu's the one that killed like Menphilia's parents in Ul'dah. In fact, the performers have already arrived. Nonoto and I were treated to a display of their show, and I must say, never have I seen Gubu so pretty and sweet. Out of all the paths forward we could have taken, this seemed to be the only one which might please all parties. I came to Gridania at once so I could act as a witness for my peers in Ul'dah. Since you're here, might you accompany me to the show? Someone as well versed in this realm's beastkin as you may be, singularly qualified to tell us just how docile this Gubu is. Expect quite a few eggs for my troubles. Well, I'd hate to see Miss Aliapo's dreams shattered. As would I, and while I'm certain that there is nothing to fear, having a stout arm by my side will be most reassuring. Well then, all is settled. The show of a lifetime awaits at Bent Branch Meadows. You had best not tarry. Agreed. Let us make our way there and speak with Aldamoon, the performer in charge. Oh, I can hardly wait. We have to go to Central Shroud. Yeah, so it's Little Ladies' Day event. Like Hatching Tide too. I don't know, like the page said it was combined, but then like the notice when you get on says it's like one starts on a different day. I don't. Maybe there's another event in a few days. Maybe it's just all one story and then the stuff's available later. I'm not sure. If there's another event, we'll cover it. Oh, didn't see you there. Can we help you? Greetings, I am the Royal Seneschal, in charge of making Little Ladies' Day most memorable for all ladies of the realm. Mistress Aliapo has informed us that you have quite the show prepared for us. Ah, we've been waiting for you. You'll be hard-pressed to pick your jaw up off the floor after you see what my PD has in store for you. Been watching over her since the day I found her wandering in the wilderness all by her lonesome. We spent ages looking for her family, but now I suppose we're all each other has. Edie, a lovely name to be sure, and those flowers, are they peach blossoms? I dare say she is the very picture of a Little Ladies' Day princess. Aha, I'm glad to hear that, and I know Petey is too. She's thought of little else since the moment Miss Aliapo came to us with her peculiar request. There's nothing in this world we love more than hearing an audience cheer, and I think this time we'll earn that and then some. We'll call this one Egg Surprise. Go on, Petey. Oh, she's adorable. That was astounding. Impressive, ain't it? And all it took was a few glamour prisms. Of course, that wasn't where the genius was required. Took us days and nights of racking our brains to figure out how to capture the spirit of 2 celebrations. In the end, though, I think we did about as good a job as could have been expected. Now here comes the rub. Ever since we arrived in Gridania, Petey's been a little on edge. Hate to see her like this, but I think I figured out what's causing it. As you just saw, she's got no problem performing in front of an audience of 2, but when a whole gaggle of revelers showed up not too long ago, she just froze up. Like stage fright? I see, she must not be used to such large crowds. Luckily, I managed to save the show by climbing atop her head. That set her mind at ease and helped her find her courage. I ain't as young as I used to be, and my knees are already crying out in protest at the prospect of climbing her again. But you, on the other hand, I reckon you've got plenty of moms left in those adventurous legs of yours. Might I trouble you to join our merry troop and support Petey during her star turn? All you have to do is climb atop her and head towards the crowd. She'll show them our act and tell the spectators to come to me for an egg of their own. Still plenty to go around. I'll ride your goo-boo. Trust me, Petey will love having you aboard. Now's our chance to get these eggs into the hands of eager Gridanians. She's too timid to wander off on her own, so if something else demands your attention, she'll make her way back to me. Now get out there and give Gridania an egg surprise. No. Okay, I was about to say, I wasn't sure if we could fly or not. What? What did I just see? Oh, this must be that performing goo-boo I heard so much about. Good show, good show. I think I'll get an egg of my own to remember this by. That was amazing. The rabbits were so adorable. And that crown of peach blossoms is so pretty. I wonder if they give them out with the eggs. Let's go find out. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I clicked the wrong button. Sorry. Oh, my stars. What manner of... Oh, you're promoting Hatching Tide. Yes, I knew that, of course. Splendid trick that was. I never knew Gooboos to be adept at anything besides eating. But you've expanded my horizons. Mayhap I'll partake in the festivities this year after all. Spirit of Hatching Tide is alive in Gridania. Return to Aldemund and tell him of Petey's courageous performances. Good work. Same goes for you, Petey. I could hardly pass around the eggs fast enough. Roar. And it looks like Petey's managed to conquer her fears. Let's hope these ovations are enough to conquer the Seneschals. Level 15, the princesses and the eggs. Complete. Level 15, Petey in pink. The Royal Seneschal has reached a decision. This quest is available for a limited time only. Although I've been but a bystander in affairs so far, what I've seen has been truly inspiring. Petey is possessed not only of a kind heart, but of the soul of an entertainer as well. I would have her be the main attraction of our stage in Ul'dah on behalf of the Little Ladies' Day Planning Committee. I invite you to our city as honored guests. Well, I'm not one to decline such an eager invitation. Consider it accepted. But first, I'd best tell Miss Aliapo that she'll be needing more eggs. Go on to Ul'dah. We'll find our own way there before long. Wonderful. Then I shall depart at once and make the stage ready for your arrival. You've helped tremendously already, but there's no denying that Petey has taken a shine to you. Might you watch over her in Ul'dah for a while, just until she becomes accustomed to the crowds? Ul'dah. Where is this going to be at? Yeah, we'll just run there. Run. Ah, you arrived. You'll be glad to know that I've managed to win over the planning committee with my story of Petey's show. Ulda's gates will be cast wide for her arrival. She is amenable to the idea. I would have her be the star attraction on this year's stage. First order of the day is to spread the word. If we tell the citizens we saw in Bent Branch Meadows, it is my hope they will welcome Petey with open arms. And if her show is a success, then we will have managed a celebration which spans from Gridania to Ulda, painting smiles upon the faces of all the realm's little ladies and egg fanatics alike. I shall stay here and drum up what interest that I can. Pray head to the steps of Thal and do the same. Meet me at the stage afterwards, and together we can shower Petey with applause. Where are we supposed to go? Steps of Thal. Right. I didn't know Goobus were capable of anything more than mindless eating. Are you sure this show isn't just watching a beast chomping on hay? Crowds of Gridania gave her a standing ovation. So what if it is? You'll still have a chance to see a Goobu up close. Well, when you put it that way, besides, it's not as if I have aught else to do. All right, look for me among the crowd. We're in Hawker's Alley. Is it like, no, Hawker's Alley is Limzo, right? Is it the Ruby Strip, Sapphire Exchange, one of them? Sapphire Exchange. The Goobu performer? Aren't they dangerous? I suppose a friend of mine was raving about the show she saw in Gridania. If it's the very same, I suppose it's worth a look. Goobu, here in Ulda? That dredges up terrible memories of the rampage I witnessed as a child. How do you know that won't happen again? Have you seen this Goobu with your own eyes? Yes, and she brought countless smiles to the people of Gridania. Yes, and she's as gentle as a tame chocobo. Is that so? Well, I see no reason why you would lie to me. Very well, I shall go. Perhaps in this way I can conquer my fears. Time of Petey's performance draws near. Speak with the Royal Seneschal before she takes the stage. My sprint's on cooldown. My thanks. It seems word has spread even further than I had hoped. While this calls for celebration, Petey appears to be intimidated by their expectant gazes. Grr. Of course, you could just hop on her head and she'd calm down just like that, but we can't lean on you forever. Why don't you rally her spirits with some encouraging words? Seems she's warm to you, and I reckon she'd appreciate whatever you have to say. Woo. Come on, Petey. Who's a good girl? Truth be told, this is her first time performing alone in front of so many people. I can see why her legs won't listen to her heart. Remember how happy you made everyone in Gridania. Don't worry, Petey, I'm right here. Little lady's day needs its princess. Grr. That did the trick. You've really got a talent for lifting the spirits of the downtrodden. We are in your debt, truly. It's almost time. Lady Aliapo should have arrived by now. Pray join the bystanders and give Petey your heartiest cheer. Oh, the glowing thing. I'm looking for the arrow. Now for the final act. Bedecked in blooming flowers, this Gubu princess has prepared something unforgettable for all the little ladies out there. This is just how I envisioned it in my dream. To think I ever believed Gubus were naught but wild beasts. Oh, I simply adore her. Hatching Tide is even half as thrilling as this show. I'd best catch the next airship to Gridania. All's well that ends well. The little ladies get a great show, and Hatching Tide gets more egg seekers. Their smiles are like so many flowers in full bloom. Petey will be the talk of Ul'dah for moons to come. That she will, that she will. I have to thank you, Miss Aliapo, for giving us both the chance to bring a little brightness to so many lives. Thank you, Petey, for bringing joy to the citizens of Ul'dah, especially its little ladies. That was better than I could have imagined. Hatching Tide and Little Ladies' Day both will be remembered as highlights of the year. Couldn't have done it without your help. We'll both be looking back on this experience with fondness for the rest of our lives. Speaking of which, I've got to thinking maybe it's time I leave this performance business behind me and let Petey spread her wings. I think she'd be more than happy by your side if you'll have her. As for me, I have it in mind to find a place to settle down and rest these old bones. I'd hate to tie Petey down just when she's found her passion. If you bring her along on your adventures, she'll be able to deliver smiles to corners of the world I've only heard tales of. How could I say no? Are you sure you can manage without her? How can I say no? We all want to mount. Truth be told, I only ask you as a formality. I know I've placed her in good hands. Look forward to hearing of her exploits as I while the days away. I don't mean to be rude, but I am required in Gridania. Anoto must know just how perfectly my dream manifested. Give the lass our regards, eh? I'll stay here in Ul'dah until the festivities end, and who knows, maybe longer. And with that, allow me to thank you personally. No princess in all the realm could have asked for a more devoted seneschal. And that includes Petey. Seeing you dote upon her so dutifully reminded me why I volunteered for this position in the first place. Although Petey's show has concluded, Little Lady's Day has not. Pray enjoy all that we have prepared. And don't be a stranger in Gridania either. Boo Mount. Level 15, Petey and Pink, complete. No event, quest complete. She's Gubu and she's Grace. She's Horn. achievement. Okay, I think that's it.